We are live. Flight test.
I love it.
Good afternoon, everybody.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, sorry we're a few minutes late. Somebody was playing with toys.
Yes, and having a blast with it. I
Oh,
think
it was awesome.
one of our fastest toys to date now.
Well, how
Ooh,
fast do you
is.
think it was going?
I don't know, but Mike says his quad can do 80, and I pulled away when I went full throttle with it. I
He
pulled away like
couldn't. He
nothing.
couldn't keep up with it. I just
Did
saw the end there.
Did you hear it?
Oh
It sounds.
it sounds
amazing.
amazing.
Like an angry dragon coming out of the depths of the sea.
Well,
It's
I don't know
crazy.
about an angry dragon, but
here-
definitely.
Here it is, friends. The year of the Flurkin is alive and well. And also the promise of the race Flurkin, or the sport Flurkin, or the super sport Flurkin, or the super speedy
Or
sport
the-
Flurkin.
What do you
Flurkin
call?
SS.
Yeah, what are you calling it?
We need help. We need help. I want an acronym. I was thinking, was it David or was it you or Stefan that said the Flurkin SS?
That was David.
That wasn't
And
me.
then yesterday we paired it down to the Sport Flurkin from the SS, and both were on the table there,
So
and we liked both of those
yeah.
so far.
Okay, friends,
Yeah.
chime in on this one because I think it
They don't even
needs-
know what it looks like.
Okay, well,
I mean, they can kind of
it's
see,
a
but
Flurkin.
right there.
Okay, let's do show and tell here.
show and tell. You want me to
right.
hold this one up?
Yeah. So
Flurkin show and tell
Well,
starts now.
Once upon a time.
Where's the other one at?
I got it right.
Here, I'll
Oh.
hold the baby since I am the smallest of the three here.
Oh, look at that.
Got a big heart though. All right, so once upon a time we had the stock Flurkin right here,
And that's not even the stock for Flurkin because
Yeah,
that's
this
the
is-
Maker 2.
MKR2 Flurkin. This is a Maker foam
Maker
Flurkin.
2.
Then we went to the Nano Flurkin.
Nope.
Sorry, Nano Flurkin.
That's-
It looks a lot bigger in the TV. We almost got to bring them up like
Yeah,
there,
right,
we go. Now we have it for all you friends watching
So
this.
first we went to Flurkin, then we went to Nano Flurkin.
And then
Yeah.
we went to now the Flurkin.
Now put them like this way. No, put yours down so you can be like.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh dang.
Oh my goodness.
Well done, everybody.
That
Great
is
teamwork.
awesome.
So
Teamwork
yeah,
makes the dream work.
we literally got the first test flight right before we came in for the podcast, and it was
It was awesome.
one of my all-time favorite test flights.
Oh yeah, for
So-
sure.
So if you guys are familiar with the Flurkin, oh Jeff, thank you so
Hey
much. brother.
Jeff, thanks,
He upped
buddy.
his game, man.
He
Now-
just
see it,
no,
brother.
it's $4.99.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You're crazy.
9.99. I love
Thank
it.
you, sir. Appreciate
Love
that.
you. Yeah. So when the Flurkin came out and stuff, it's powered by a Power Pack B, and it's meant to kind of just hold everything in the kitchen sink, whether it's HD systems, autonomous. We love putting our Aura in it, and it carries it beautiful, and it has a decent speed to it.
Right.
We went down to the sub 250 category with the Nano Flurkin, and
Mm-hmm.
that's great for. I don't think, and I think we can all agree, the Nano Flurkin is not a beginner Flurkin. You could say you don't like it. It's totally okay.
I don't like the Nano Flurkin.
Don't do it.
He doesn't. He
I don't.
exploded them.
I did.
Also,
He
Spawn
exploded.
says Flirtception.
Flirtception.
I had to share.
I love it.
I had to share.
I
with
love
him.
it.
So yeah, we went to the Nano Flurkin sub 250 gram. I like it, but what I do agree with is it's not a beginner plane because it has a pretty heavy wing loading when you fly 3-cell, which
Yeah,
is the
it
most
does.
fun, hands down. But it is a joy to fly. You just don't fly as a beginner. This guy in the middle here, I wanted something to be built for speed because a lot of people wanted to have a Flurkin that could go over 100 miles an hour.
And they tried it before on their own, and we've seen the crashes.
Yeah, EDFs
Yes.
and lots of crazy contraptions. This one is 26 inches, 26 and a half inches roughly, and it flies off of a quad motor, which I think is fantastic because for all of our quad friends,
Yeah.
quad motors are like cockroaches.
Yeah.
If you have quads, you have a lot of quad
Ooh.
motors.
Yes.
And if you guys are familiar with the Arrow and a lot of the other planes,
Mhm.
using quad motors on airplanes is just fantastic.
Yeah,
I
that's the
was
20.
just-
That's the 2206. It
Yeah,
says.
I was
Yes.
just looking at these. We got a bunch of these in stock
We do.
too.
And that made me end my day because we have the new, it hasn't even been released yet, the new 25 amp ESC flight test ESC.
Mm-hmm.
We have the 2206 2500 kV motor, and
Smoking.
it was awesome.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
here's I think why Super Sport could be a really good name because when you fly it as a 3-cell, still crazy unlimited vertical, reasonable speed, like faster than the stock Flurkin, but not like maniac.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you go to 4-cell, it's
That's amazing.
just ridiculous.
What also is amazing is that Stephen can't be wrong.
Holy cow, Steven.
Thank you very much, Stephen.
Oh,
You're
dang,
unbelievably
dude.
generous.
Thank you.
Good to
Thank
see you.
Yeah,
thank-
thank
thanks,
you so
see
much,
you.
man.
thanks for the donation. Also, just for being part of the awesome community.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Holy cow, brother. Well, thank you. We're humbled.
Yes.
We don't
Agreed.
do this for donations, but believe me, it helps us move forward. So thank you so much for
Yeah.
that.
Well, actually, to to be honest, we do that. The FTCA does
do it. Yeah,
for
this is
donation.
FTCA, isn't it?
Yeah, we
Right.
need those. That's how
I'll
we.
tell you, it's just
That's a
awkward
fair
taking people money, but I love it. So thank you very
well,
much.
yeah, I mean that's
Means the
awesome.
world.
Hey, can I push your button?
Yeah, push the button.
Ooh.
So
Did
satisfying.
everybody
Oh,
hear that?
Dang.
Did you hear that?
I
Can you do
did.
that up closer to your mic next time?
No, I'm having enough trouble with my
That's
microphone
amazing.
right now.
You know what? Hey, Steven, PM us your address, okay?
Yeah. Let us
Well,
know.
I want to know. Yeah, actually, I want to know who Steven is.
Yeah.
Stephen can't be wrong,
I know he can't be
It's a great
wrong,
name.
so he
but
has to be right.
wonder if his name is Steven Wright.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be
Stephen,
cool.
what's your last name?
Yeah.
I'm putting money on that one.
Right, there you
So,
go.
Yes. Ooh, that's got the ore and everything in it.
Yeah.
So what I like here is that like you've shrunk it a little bit. How much? What percentage?
this is 100. No, this is, oh my golly,
Oh,
30
did you hear that?
35% smaller, I believe.
How many?
35%.
35%.
No, it's not that small.
Well,
I'll have to find out.
The wing
Okay.
is actually different than
Yeah.
the regular size.
Is
So
that
thi-
yeah?
Yeah.
This is a hybrid from the Nano Flurkin mixed with the normal Flurkin.
Right.
Great point. And what we're going to
Mm.
look to do. This is I was doing bad things to this first of all, and I didn't fold the wings, which is awesome. But there's no spar in this right now, and I was doing all that with no spar.
Oh man,
So-
dude,
I
you
do
were
bad
cooking,
things
and
with
I
this airplane.
actually lost sight of you when when I was looking up.
We were jacking it around really, really hard,
Mhm.
doing really bad things. And the vertical on this was hysterical because it rolls like a drill bit.
Oh
And,
yeah.
And you're right. The wing, the detail for the stock Flurkin would be a little bit difficult to get because it is small enough where you'd have this little sliver of foam, and that really would make a compromised strength area. Where this is like the Nano Flurkin, where it goes straight in the fuselage, and we have a gusset,
Right.
and that gusset's going to give us the ability to give it the look and some of the features, but not
Nice.
the complication.
This is sick, dude.
So I'm so happy, guys.
So
Pretty
now,
cool.
how big of a? I know you ran it off of a 3-cell and a 4-cell, but what's the
Mhm.
biggest battery you think you can?
We should be able to go up to a 2300 4-cell.
A 2300
Yeah.
4-cell. That's what we run.
That make a
the
little
quad,
nose
yeah.
heavy or no?
Well, I had to, in order to balance it out with a 1300 4-cell, I had to throw the 3-cell in with it. So
Oh, really?
Oh.
yeah, so it was flying easily with the weight of a
Wow.
yeah.
That's
So
pretty
it's
nifty
heavy.
tifty.
Oh,
Just as weight, added weight.
Oh, nice, nice,
Yeah,
nice, nice.
And here's the thing: I was like, I'm gonna make the sleeker and stuff like this. All I did, the fuselage is the same fuselage, basically scaled up between the Flurkin and the Nano Flurkin. I just made the tail different.
That's cool.
This is awesome.
Jeremiah
Oh, I'm
McKinley.
sorry.
Think we might see a Flurkin XL in the future? I'm sure it's been asked a million times, but just curious.
I think you're going to see one at Flight Fest. So that's next on the list. And by the way, friends, I feel bad because I'm talking about Flurkins and there's a lot of really great questions. So Stefan, hijack me rambling.
Which
Because
what we got here?
Anything. It just
Yeah,
means a lot
so
to
we've
people.
got Evie Graber here. Is the new Kit Fox going to use a 3S 2200?
Great
Kirby
question.
Graber.
Yes, it will be. Yeah. 3S 2200. And you can actually go down to a 3S 1500 for a shorter flight time. You don't have to worry about power on this. It's a 2814 motor. And if you guys have seen us flying the Scout XL,
Yeah.
that is the motor. It's the exact same motor. We had it specifically made with a shorter profile, so it fit the same footprint on height as the CPAC, but has a much, much bigger can.
That's awesome.
Right.
So yeah, 2200 is going to be fantastic.
So here's a good one. Just because we've been talking about some bigger versions of the nutball.
I've been saying that.
What you got here, Jay Biggs? Curious question. What kind of power pack would you guys recommend for a 120 or 150% nutball?
Still Power Pack B.
B, yeah.
Right, yeah.
It'd be a B.
Because the power pack B is much bigger than the original Blue Wonder motor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's got plenty of power.
Absolutely true. Yeah. Matter of fact, that's why we really can't match it up. We got to blow it up a little bit bigger to bring back the flyer and the nutball,
Yes.
which you've been driving really well for.
Yeah,
So we'll get
not driving well enough because I ain't seen it.
Well, now that this is
we got
this is-
Flurkins
this-
all
this
over
is
the
on
place.
its last 10%, so we're on to the next one. I got the D7 and the FT Flyer and the nutball to release. So
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Michael Kidwell actually asked when is the DR7 getting released.
yeah, so DR7 will be after Flight Fest for sure.
Yep.
But it will be it'll be coming up next. So the going to the XL Flurkin, we're going to we have a design I call it the All Terrain Flurkin, ETF Flurkin.
Yeah.
Which if anyone knows my love of the Second Amendment, it's kind of funny.
Mhm.
So the ATF Flurkin will be coming out, and that will be a version that can have hopefully pontoons on it, be twin engine, be pusher, or be landing gear. So that'll be
Oh,
a
dang.
really, really cool thing.
All
So-
the things.
and yeah, twin boom, and then the pods go on the twin boom. So
That's where
it'll
it's
be,
at.
It'll be pretty cool. So that will probably be a Flight Fest. What will be supersize, so we can
Super
I
size.
think one of our community members actually had a great idea, and that's why we're building the Big Flerken. Remember that?
Oh yeah, we're gonna drop a Tesseract out
Yes,
of
we
it.
will. Oh man, imagine what Wes with his Arduino abilities is going to do.
Oh
with that.
man.
That's
So
gonna be
hey,
cool.
you've got now. Let's look at our calendars. It is May 5th.
Yeah.
Revenge of the 5th.
Yeah, there's a
So-
thing. There's a thing happening right now.
Yeah, there's a sale right now, but that we'll have to get everybody to go to. But what was I going to say? Oh no, so we've got less than 2 months.
Mhm.
Less than 2 months to get everything done for Flight Fest.
It's getting real.
It is getting real.
Yeah.
It's actually
I mean,
scary real.
Yeah.
And to think of the scale of Wings Over Edgewater, it's
Oh,
going to be
dang.
nuts. Yeah, figure that out because there's a couple really good questions here too.
Yes.
Why don't we go to this Jeremiah there?
Right here.
Yeah.
How do you guys go about sizing up plans but keeping the spacing the same for normal foam board?
Water. We just add water,
So
and it
And a
expands.
little sugar.
in the sugar.
if you're only going up 15% or so, brother, am I still quiet? Sorry.
Yeah,
If you're only going up about 15%, you actually can kind of cheat it, where just a little bit more hot glue, you're not going to really even notice it. Beyond that, if it's an A fold or a B fold, will depend on which line you shrink. So I believe it's a B. If it's a B fold, you'll take the inside line and move it towards the outside line to get the same thickness of the foam. And if it's an A fold, you take the outside line and move it inwards. When you enlarge it, just do it on a scrap piece of foam, and I believe that's correct. But that's the easiest way to do it. You can enlarge it to any size you want, and then take, in this case, I use 3/16 of an inch, and then scale it from the outside. If it's a B, move the inside line towards it, and that way you'll keep that outside profile.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good to know.
And if you have a design that like is just done with a lot of bevel cuts, like the Flerken, you can actually just scale it because everything will scale with it. It's only when you have A folds and B folds you got to be careful with that.
Nice.
Archie Scriven asked a pretty good question. Does the forward swept wings change how it flies? I've heard it makes stalls more stable, or is it just for the look?
Archie, great question. And this is where when we had to make Benchies fly and we had to kind of dig into the dig into the history. We owe a lot to that little
It's a great
Benchy
day.
boat. Yes,
And I got in trouble for it.
you did. You did. You know, because he took
He
the
knows
most
what he did.
ratty, ugly, nasty Benchy.
Did
He
it
knew-
work?
He knows what he did.
It did.
It worked.
It stirred the pot,
It stirred the pot.
The pot was stirred.
and I owe you a lot for that.
No, you don't know me anything.
So, but yeah, forward swept wings, where a swept back wing will cause the slipstream to go towards the wingtips. A forward swept wing causes a slipstream to gather towards the center fuselage. And for making Benchy fly, that was exactly what we needed. But it does make stalls and some really cool characteristics a reality and stability. It also has some drawbacks too, like every design. But I've kind of fallen in love with swept forward wings. They look cool.
They look sweet.
They fly cool, and it's remarkably stable. So,
Yeah, and obviously we're a little biased because it's the year of the Flerken.
yeah.
So currently forward swept wings are a thing at the moment.
And there's a design done with our STEM group called the FT Charlie, and that has this forward swept wing,
That's right.
and you can walk that like a puppy dog with a high alpha. It's just really cool.
That is cool.
Not all puppy dogs like to walk though.
Yeah. By the way, if you hear a dog, it's my mouth.
Yeah.
My dog
Yeah, Max is
below us.
around here. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear him. He might be underneath my seat at the moment. By the way, Stephen came around and says, please forgive my ignorance. Not sure how to DM, but Susan and I are on the founders wall, if that makes a difference.
We
All right.
will look for you, brother.
We will find you.
He's not giving us his name though.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know that's because he's a humble guy.
I know, but
Yeah.
still.
And
How am I
because
supposed
it's-
to find him on the?
Well,
We're gonna work
listen, just look
You-
for Mr. Right.
Hey,
No.
Steven, you know, brother, email us.
Yes.
Support a flight test.
Yep. Support.
Yeah.
Support at
and again,
flighttest.com.
Thank you to you and to everyone who donates and also
Yes.
comes in these talks. So I love this time every week with y'all.
Oh, it's fun.
Indubitably. It's
Oh, hey,
fantastic.
speaking of this time each week, what we did is we canceled our Tuesday just to let everybody
Yes.
know. We've had some questions about that. The Tuesday with Stefan and I, where
Because I'm working them like dogs.
yeah, and it is. It's a good thing that you
Dun,
did
dun, dun.
because we're busy, but we're only doing this Thursday. Just so everybody
Thursday
knows.
podcast every week.
Yeah,
Don't miss one.
yeah. Get your
Definitely.
friends.
Tell
Get
the
your
tell the
wives.
people.
Yeah.
we hover at about the 30 to 45 range these
Well, I
days.
mean, on the live aspect,
On the live aspect,
Yeah.
which is cool.
there's a lot of people that chime in and download because they can't do this. They
Right.
going down the road.
Well,
or
let's be honest
whatever.
with stuff. We're at work at this time and we're doing work now, but
Well,
people
some
are
of
at
us work.
Right. Yeah.
You work.
Yeah. I work.
Oh,
So anyways, just so everybody understands that.
right.
But we understand that you guys are at work and not always can listen to a live stream. So,
So
we
wait,
appreciate
wait,
the people
wait,
that are
wait,
actually
wait.
here.
So what are you saying? The people that are here are either not at work, like not,
No, or they like work from home, or they like,
or
have,
they're
like,
at work
they work
and
their own hours,
and
those
they-
kinds of things.
like
We don't want to dig too deep into this.
right.
We just
Oh
wanna
no,
say
if
thank
they're
you.
at work, they're crushing it because they can multitask.
Well, I know Eddie was just
Oh,
working a
dang.
couple hours ago because he's doing tech support for
Oh
us.
yeah,
Thanks, Eddie.
Eddie Buck. Yeah, he
So-
said 49 days. Eddie is our volunteer coordinator for those you
Mhm.
don't know, and he does an awesome job. If you have any at all questions for the volunteer side, get a hold of Eddie
Yeah.
because he is in charge of that.
Yeah, we
Yes.
definitely need volunteers as every year.
Yes.
Oh,
Volunteers
yeah.
are kind of what makes this event so special
Mhm.
and making it run smooth and just a really they set the tone.
Oh, they do, and I think this year we're looking at increasing the size at least 20%. I would
Yeah.
imagine. I know that we've increased the tent sizes
Mhm.
exponentially. We got huge spaces for our build tents and everything.
60 by 180.
60 by
Two of
180,
them.
two
Yeah,
of them,
So
and then we still have our stem tent.
yeah, it's going to
Oh.
be a really neat layout
Mhm.
compared to previous years, and we learn more every year.
Yes.
But I just feel like we're falling into a groove of getting that last 10% polished out for
Mhm.
Flight Fest.
Oh,
Us
yeah.
just making it a great event.
It is.
And
truth.
speaking of great events, and Stephen, you're talking about the Founders Ball. We had an event here at Edgewater
Yes.
last week, and that was phenomenal. It was our open house.
Man.
There's a ton of people actually that
Yeah.
just came and hung out and enjoyed time together and
We
flew
had-
planes and
It was
bought
just
random things and,
and it was amazing weather. I mean,
Mm.
some people here they stayed till Sunday, which is, I mean, that's fine. But the event itself on Saturday, you couldn't ask for better weather.
No.
It was a little chilly in the morning.
60, 65, sunny,
Oh yeah,
decently calm. Yeah.
it was just, it was a beautiful time, and we had the best open house turnout.
Oh, hands down.
So I mean, you're talking about Wings Over Edgewater coming up.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be.
It's gonna be huge.
It's going to be huge. And I look at Wings Over Edgewater, and then in the fall, Wings at Work.
Mhm.
Those are two huge events that are going to end up being
Yeah.
here. They're not going to be Flight Fest huge, but they're going to be a scaled down version where
Yeah.
people that can't go to Flight Fest or something, they'll still be able to get the atmosphere and everything.
It's big enough to be big and tons of energy, and people flying at both runways and
Mhm.
everything's good. But it's also intimate enough to where I don't think there's a single person I wasn't able to talk to if they want to talk to me. And
Oh,
There
I had a guy. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
no,
I had a guy write in on his email. They came in from, oh shoot, was it New York? It was a distance. They came in, and his daughter. You flew with his daughter, buddy boxed.
yes, yeah, military.
Yeah,
Just such a kind gentleman. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking
and
about.
he wrote an email. I have to show it to. He was just
Oh.
blown away and the impact and what you made in his life and also in his daughter's life, just for taking the time to fly a crazy foam board airplane with him.
I was gushing, looking at him. Just the fact to just imagine that memory that daughter's going to have with taking a trip with their dad,
Yeah.
flying, and take me out of the picture. She was flying with her dad the whole time. I think they built a Bloody Wonder together during the Bloody Wonder live build.
Nice.
And oh boy, I'm trying to remember the plane. Was it a Cub that he was flying with her?
No, I don't know. All I know is
Yeah.
that
She got to fly the Scout XL.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
it was so much fun. Adorable.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
And this is what you guys made possible. It was, I mean, how many people did we train? I told my wife I'd be right back. And I was going to grab the Scout to put on display because we were selling pre-releases.
The
of
bold
Scout.
face lie.
And-
Bold face lie.
I
yeah.
didn't show up for like 3 hours later.
Dude, we had lunch for you, and I came down, and like It was about 3 hours later. You
Yeah.
finally came to eat lunch.
During that time, though, every battery we could get our hands on, we flew, and I got to fly with so many kids and so many parents too.
Oh man, it's
It
awesome.
was- it was incredible. So
Mhm.
you guys made that possible. You guys made this location in just about maybe an hour or so.
Mhm.
People are going to be coming back again
Yep.
for Fly Night tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh
Truth.
shoot! I forgot to put it on the calendar.
well,
I hope,
hey,
we
I hope
can
they
do
come
it.
to Fly Night.
We'll do it.
Yeah,
yeah, people always show up, right?
Yeah.
Johan, our
Hey,
buddy
Johan.
from South Africa, asks, is there some accommodation close by to Flight Fest for international visitors?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Look at that! Look at that face. That
Ooh.
face says a lot.
Hey, Johan. The face also. We see a Johan face in the background if you look closely.
Oh,
Where is it?
which one?
You have to pick.
There it is. I see it now.
You see it? Got
Right there.
it. There it is.
Awesome.
There it
So a
is.
lot of exciting things with Johan coming in the future. Safe to say.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Johan, there's tons of hotels and everything around here.
Yeah.
And you told me that you just camped out in the safari in a tent and you could hear lions and hyenas. So if you just want to pitch a tent, I guarantee you there will be no lions or hyenas that you have to worry
Might
about.
be some mosquitoes and some spiders, but other than that, you're good.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Betsy's absolutely right. Betsy is one of our. I believe she's a red shirt for Flight Fest, but she was also out helping out at the open house.
Mhm.
The young man and his daughter, they're flying the Sparrow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Beautiful. Well done,
Yeah.
Betsy.
Good,
good memory.
Betsy.
Asked this before, so sorry if you haven't answered. But the very first episodes of Flight Test were about a foam F4F Wildcat and a balsa Taylor craft. Do you still have them?
Those are both gone.
Gone.
What
Here they-
happened to him?
I think they're still in Chad's garage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
They
guessing
gone.
so.
They
They
gone.
gone.
They
They
gone.
gone.
So yeah, when Flight Fest or Flight Test first started, those were actually, I think, the Wildcat that you saw me fly in. Chad had one, and then I was flying my dad's.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, yeah.
Very
If I remember
Dang.
correctly, yeah, because it was like the Wildcat was the roar, it was really cool.
The roar.
And then the Taylorcraft, I think, was his second plane he got.
Nice. Hey, go up to a Rava. No, down.
Whoa. Yep.
Rara.
I'm just gonna click that.
Rara SVT. So this guy here,
Yeah.
he's a cool cat. This is actually, you're talking about the Tesseract.
Mhm.
This is him.
Thank you, Rara.
Yeah. So although he lives in Michigan, I believe, and we won't hold that against him.
You get a pass.
What I did though is, and I even told him, like, I went around the shop and I just grabbed. It was when we were doing the tenant in the development.
He sent him a bunch of random stuff.
I sent him a bunch of random tenant parts, and him and his boy were putting it
gosh.
together.
That's awesome.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know that terrified me because, like, what if there's something missing? What if it's miscut? What if
I don't think they mind it.
that was awesome?
Yeah.
That was absolutely
So
awesome.
for saying, Rara asked actually, whatever happened to the C-130?
It melted in the container.
Oh no.
So the C-130 flew awesome. The fuselage was amazing. The wings were very wiggly. It had aluminum channel. I don't think they would have folded, but they just would have gotten a lot of that heat roll.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, guys, we'll just build another set of wings, just build a little bit different, and we put it in the container. And
This
then,
one out here.
yeah.
Oh.
And then the heat came in and just kind of, and that's all she wrote. So,
And that's all.
but it flew fantastic that 2 times.
That's crazy.
Now we have a 20-foot B-17.
And we did recycle it too. Those monster motors, like, and
Yeah.
everything went to tons of different planes. But
Oh,
yeah,
dang.
Worked out really well.
yeah,
The B-17 video that's coming out tomorrow is going to be epic.
That's gonna be sick.
guys got to tune into that. That
Man.
was one of the most fun videos we've done.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
it was fun to watch too.
You guys
Yeah.
need to check that one out. That's coming
Yeah.
out tomorrow.
Spoiler alert:
Uh,
we pulled Stefan.
On
Michael Kidwell asked, speaking of the Scout XL, who put the teaser up on the store and we couldn't click on it and order it. I kept checking every day to order, then it disappeared.
So okay, that was my fault. I needed to make a page, we needed to make a page. So stuff we have to do on the back end. Wes was in Denver. He was in Denver doing his tiny whoop thing. So I tried to fill in, and I totally goofed it up. So my bad. It's coming out next Friday because we've got to do the build video still.
Build videos,
Yeah.
yeah, like 3/4 of it shot, but Noah
Mm.
still needs to edit it.
Yeah,
So
and Noah's on vacation. So.
yeah,
He is in Florida.
well deserved vacation.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
all of
So,
them.
yeah.
So there's your answer there. Here's an interesting one. Jorvin Box. I don't know if that's a name, if that's a screen name, I don't know.
Hmm.
If you didn't have to take difficulty into account, what would your dream project be? I would answer this, but I'm not going to answer it. But I think I know.
All right, write it down in your imagination.
No, I already know it. It's for him to fly around in a Sportster.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
with
what we
with
want.
don't forget the scarf.
Oh, with the scarf.
And
Yes,
goggles.
and the goggles,
The
and
scarf
the cap.
And the
Yes.
cap. Actually, the conductor's cap. That's really OG.
Yes, that's the OG.
You don't do the airplane cap. You do a conductor's cap.
That's
Back.
awesome.
That's
Frank taught me that.
What's up? What's up, Jay Orchard? What's up, buddy?
Oh, brother, yeah, Jesse's on there too.
Yeah,
And,
everybody's on here today.
And
Nice.
it's funny because I think we're slowly with the evolution of where we're going with airplanes. I think that's going to be a reality sooner than we think. But we learned a lot with the B-17.
Yeah, yeah. We can, but before you fly around, can we do the Flurkin? I want to do the Flurkin Tesseract drop.
All right,
That's going to be phenomenal.
keeping us on track.
John asks,
Okay.
John Becker,
Oh, hey,
are we
John.
going to get to see the B-17 fly before Flight Fest?
Yes.
That is a true statement.
Definitely.
At least currently in its current trajectory, yes.
I
No,
saw it
no
fly.
100% promises. Lee tells us that every day.
Yes,
So, spoiler alert: the B-17 has flown.
it has.
The episode is shot
Yes.
in its
Coming
unpainted
soon.
form,
Yes.
and it was awesome.
It was amazing. It was a little.
Not to give
So-
too much away.
Yeah, but it's all right. If they're tuning in here, they're the insiders here. So it was definitely a good call to take it down to Fury Field
Yes.
and not fly it here.
You mean it's not a foam board airplane?
It's not. No, it's that thing is just massive.
It is a beast.
Yeah.
To say that it was intimidating to fly would be an understatement.
I have never seen you that nervous.
It was-
That was awesome.
I felt like I went back in time to the Gasser days, and the heavy wing loading, the just the nature of it
Yeah.
was pretty awesome. You had to fly that thing the whole entire time, but it's definitely going to be a video we're seeing, and we're really excited. And hats off, a little spoiler alert, our man Jason at the Lasers, who actually flies B-17s. He has a 8-foot, 40-pound B-17. He flew it.
Oh,
I think he's just going to be our designated pilot.
he's like butter.
He
Yeah.
blew it out of the
It
water.
was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You would have swore he had 100 flights on it. So,
Yeah, he's like just steel. Just
Mhm.
okay. Rara is,
Mm.
did I say Rara? Rara?
Robert SVT. This
Rara.
one?
Yeah.
Okay. He's the king of like,
This,
quick
this
ones. Did
one?
you see this?
Right here?
Did you see what he said?
No.
This one?
There you go. What's that one?
Nope. That's not it. Go down a little
Let
bit
me
more.
know. If
It was fiberglass overcast.
There it is.
There it is.
Well done.
All right. So aluminum overcast is the name of one of the B-17s.
Oh.
Fiberglass overcast. It's great.
And
Rara.
his rah.
Rara.
That's why I said rah.
Rah.
I can't remember.
Rah,
That's
back
not his
to the
name. I
scout.
can't remember his real name though.
Oh,
Can we order before the video comes out so that we can have
Yes, right here, John Rusher.
it?
No, because you're from. I know you're from Michigan.
How do you
Nope.
know where these people live? Is that like a prerequisite? Like, okay, before I talk to you, where do you live?
No, I like this. I'm
does
trying.
background checks on
I
everybody.
remember names.
remember
and-
names?
Yeah. And
Uh,
if they're from Michigan, I just
Can we
like
order
it.
the XL before the video comes out so we can have it in our possession when the video hits the YouTubes?
We got 50 of them made. That's a slippery slope, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem. The problem is that we release it and then something happens where we can't get that video. I mean,
Mhm.
something comes up and it
That
gets
never happens at flight test.
no, never, and it gets
yeah,
pushed and pushed,
never.
and then Wes is bombarded with tickets and everybody like, okay, hey, how do I do this and how do I do that?
What about this?
Ooh.
Because I really want to get him one.
Okay.
What if we have a big thing on the store when you click and it's like says bold, like video will release in May, not even like middle May, just in May or end of May or
On
whatever
the store page?
on the store page, and they have to acknowledge it.
What if we what if we did that and then we said, since you're so impatient, we're gonna make money off of you and charge you double.
No,
Nope.
No,
I think it's
dang
a
it.
terrible idea.
see, I got your back, John.
Yeah, we
no,
got you. John, he just said that because you're from Michigan.
yeah, anybody from Michigan has to pay double. No, I mean it's hey, at the end of the day, you're the boss.
Yeah, but I'm also impatient, so that's why I got good people around me.
But
kinda
did you
grounding me a
see
little
the
bit.
did you see the video that Laser Master made just today?
No,
About a half hour ago?
No.
It's a teaser for the XL.
is it?
Oh yeah.
We'll have to look at that.
Yeah,
I mean,
he did a little
You're
face.
talking about Mr. McQuiston,
Yeah,
Mr. Rowdy himself.
Rowdy himself.
You know what? Yes. Yep.
Lazy,
So-
That's
laser
his turf,
rowdy.
man. We don't get in his turf. We just let him make airplanes.
I know, but see, that's the thing. I mean, if you want to, we can. I think it's all ready. I'd have to check with
West.
Wes,
We
but I
should-
think everything's there.
We should put it up for a vote called a pre-video release.
Of the
A vote,
of the XL
like who
Scout.
gets to vote?
The people on the on the
Oh, okay. You
podcast,
guys are voting.
get to vote.
Just
Oh.
so you know, right now we're having a vote right now.
Yeah.
Josh
Hey, is
Pickett
there
just
is
said
there
that.
a
Please vote.
feature in which you can do like a
Like
vote?
a poll?
Yeah, is there a
something?
poll? You
this
can
is
do
this
on
is
there?
the
great
benefit of
question.
tuning in.
We'll take a look. But while I'm looking that up, take a look at this question. Hey
Okay.
guys, quick question. I'm looking to make my own Hotwire CNC. Just looking to see what software you use on the Hotwire foam factory cutter. I don't
There
know.
you go, Josh.
Okay, I don't remember.
Mm.
Dave Jester, if you're listening to this, let me know.
Yeah, there you go.
You knew I was going to go there, didn't you?
There you go.
Oh, I love it.
That's exactly.
I love it.
right.
Oh, what? Hey, Steven. See Steven there.
Oh, Stephen Rosema asked a question. I don't know if you can say what that's going to be.
Yeah, no, but see, Steven Rosema, you should be working. Does your boss know that you're slacking?
He's monitoring. He's monitoring
Oh,
to make.
no.
Are we
sure that-
allowed to say what color it's going to be, or
Well, right now it's going to be gray.
yes? In the scheme,
So what we're looking to do is to make it match. No promises yet, but I think it's going to happen. We're going to try to make it match Adam Drain's grandfather's plane boogie, bomb boogie.
bomb boogie.
Adam, if you're listening to this, tell me if I butchered that. I think it's bomb boogie, but we were going over schemes and
bomb
it's
boogie.
called. I think he called it painted gray.
Yeah.
Or painted aluminum,
Mhm.
and it's like this light gray value shade 3, value shade 4 color.
Mhm.
And so I got the paint in my car right now, actually, and
Ooh,
it's
cool.
it's actually mixed to a urethane primer, and it's semi-flexible and it sticks really well, and it's what I used to use on a lot of fiberglass parts. So
That's awesome.
I'm rendering out, and if everything goes good today with our episode, and we have tomorrow,
Mhm.
Dave and I are going to be at Pilot Institute all day hammering out the paint room.
What? That's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be awesome.
Sick. Steve, thought this was a work meeting.
Have we gotten any yeses? No,
Oh, then-
we haven't. Gotten,
Yeah.
I'd say-
Yes, release it.
I'll take two.
Just
Yeah.
say yes.
You know what we should
yes,
do?
yes.
we should
Release it.
quietly put it on, and that way all our friends right here can go get it first.
Oh, just like
I'll be back.
See, guys, what happens?
this is what
Are
happens when
gonna
you
get a-
vote.
Make sure he puts a little banner, a little warning banner.
Release the XL
So-
remix with release the Kraken. Thanks, Jason. Release the,
The-
XL.
The XL Kraken. Ooh.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun.
Dun, dun,
All right,
dun,
so
dun,
while
dun,
he's
dun,
not here,
dun.
we can talk about him.
Yes, yes.
Hats off to him keeping me grounded because I say yes a lot.
So
he-
you guys aren't
he's-
here every day, but Josh like has this idea, and then he's like goes talks to Lee and says, "I want to do this. Should I do this? We could do this. We shouldn't do this. At least not right now." It's
And-
like that's like the concept.
But to what he does and what you do, to what this whole team does, is they help us get these things over the finish line.
Yeah.
I'm so just immensely grateful for each and every one of you just making this possible.
Well, we love you too, Jay
Oh,
Biggs.
man, I wanna give everyone
it's
hugs.
a,
So look,
it's a pretty cool team we got here
Did-
that we enjoy time
Did you put
together.
on the Make It Happen hat?
We are going to make it happen after this.
Wow, look at you guys.
There's a couple things that we need from you
Okay.
to put it up
Mm.
there.
Okay,
So
Okay.
we'll nail it down.
like the dimensions.
So you
Oh,
got
yeah,
all
that's important.
63
Yeah.
of you that are currently watching.
yes.
Tell your friends.
You got to understand that this is happening right now. Like when this is done, probably within the next couple hours, that'll be available to purchase.
Maybe say today.
Today,
It'll be today.
sometime
Yeah.
today.
Oh,
So
so yes, I won't put it in the email going out.
Sounds good.
I'll just so you guys will get the first dibs on it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. Well, and speaking of this, if any of you guys are in the if you like training people, I'll just say it that way.
Mhm.
The Tutor's a fantastic trainer, hands down for personal experience. The Scout is going to be what I'm going to use through the whole entire summer.
Mhm.
Because if it's an older person that maybe has bad eyesight or just can't see
Yeah.
it very well,
big enough to see.
It's big. It handles all sorts of weather incredibly well. It's slow enough to be just easy to keep your orientation.
Yep.
I had your son,
Yeah,
Grayson.
Yeah.
How old is he?
he's 6. Well, he'll
Gonna
be
be-
6 in
he's gonna be
November,
6.
so he's 5 right now.
I had a little circle on my finger just from pushing the button. The little guy was just flying like a boss,
That's awesome.
and he has talent. You know, he's
Yeah, well, I
immensely
appreciate
gifted.
that. He definitely loves every. So I got to dote on my son here real quick for 10 seconds because you said it. The simple fact of the matter, he wakes up every day, and every day I come home from work, he's built some sort of airplane out of Legos. Even if it doesn't look like an airplane, he calls it an airplane. But they're starting to look very airplane like.
Wow.
Grayson does.
Yeah, like
Oh,
we're
wow.
talking hovercrafts. We're talking. I mean,
Yeah.
we got all this thing. It's pretty cool.
It's kind of cool because we look at all of our kids. Now, my youngest is about to turn 18.
That's
So I
insanity.
won't be able to call him. Yeah, it's freaky because you remember when he was like in my office, used as a homeschool.
Yeah,
too.
it was like 9.
Yeah, it was a little
Goodness.
tiny mohawk.
Yeah, I
Um,
remember that. That's crazy.
And then we have Gabe,
Mhm.
who is 13.
Yeah, he'll be 14
He'll
in
be
a
14.
month.
We have Grayson. We have Jason's son.
Yes.
Do you guys
Andrew, yeah.
realize that under 10 years, we have a whole other cycle of workforce?
Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, and
We can all
half of our
retire.
all our kids are working anyways.
I know. Like, it's
For-
just great.
like,
That's
that's
great.
awesome.
So we can
But-
just all retire and watch them work.
Mhm.
That I love that. Hey,
Love
Well, you watch us work anyways, though.
that's true.
You've got the window.
I literally while I work, I watch everybody
Right.
else work.
Don't worry.
It's like
we watch you work too. It's okay.
Right.
Yeah, is the FT 2814 1100 kV motor correct? Yes, and get the 1247 prop on a 3-cell.
boom.
And the battery is, this is probably the details you wouldn't need to know, huh?
Well, I'm actually, as you're saying this,
See, you guys just get a little
mhm.
taste into how he has to wrangle the cats
This
here.
is a product meeting and a
So he was right to be in this.
podcast right
So-
now, which is awesome.
So the battery you're going to want is a 3300 3-cell. You only need one of them, and you don't have to put it all the way in the nose. If you paint it and you get a lot of paint on it, you may need to move it up towards the nose, but it can go back towards the landing gear plate, no problem. And it just fits great. You'll have between 10 and 12 minutes, depending on how you fly it. If you
2814 motor, correct?
2014, yep.
1100 kV,
40 amp ESC.
40 MBSE.
And you don't need to buy wheels because the kit comes with wheels.
Let's
And
go.
The
landing
big
gear-
ones.
The big ones.
The 4.3.
Oh,
Yep.
Did you hear that? It
And
comes with wheels.
I'm going to freak everyone out right now. You know what the kit also has?
What?
Wheel collars.
Wheel collars?
No hot glue like
Yes.
around the axle.
You don't need hot glue wheel collars. You got real metal ones.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yes, John, you can definitely fly yours with a 4000 4S.
There you go, John.
If you go to 4S, consider going to an 11-inch prop, though.
So I have 12 by 4.7, right?
Prop, is that the prop?
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Yep. So
Oh.
on a 3-cell, 1247.
3-cell,
Maybe a
1247.
1245. It's the 12-inch prop. It's the only one. we
Yeah.
have.
What about on a 4-cell? What would you fly that beast on?
11.
11-inch.
11.
What is the price point? The price point is $74.99.
74.99.
And if you think about that, that's this is 8 sheets of foam,
Mhm. Wheels.
and also the wheels. The wheels themselves we sell for $10.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
a
a nice-
decent value.
Nice
Yeah.
package.
Oh yeah,
It's wonderful.
It's awesome. Okay.
it is.
Well done, everybody. Look at that. You guys
Yeah.
made you all made something
I like-
happen
I
with
like
Josh's.
I like these kind of meetings.
Oh yeah.
So Stephen was right. This was a product meeting.
It
He
is.
was here, so he needs to make a banner
You know
on
what?
the store.
Somebody once upon a time said that, you know what, the your community shouldn't run your business, and it was I don't want to say knucklehead on here, but I think it was in a forum or
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly where it was. But then I was thinking, you know what, if the community didn't run our business,
We
then
wouldn't be here.
we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Well, and let's go a couple of levels deep on that
Yeah.
one. This is not just a community. This is a family.
Yes.
And
yes.
and if you don't have a relationship, whether it is serving or whether it is communicating in your
Mhm.
marriage, you don't have a marriage. You don't have anything to build anything on.
Yeah.
This is far deeper than a business.
Oh,
but
for
without
sure.
the input you guys give us, without the grace through our mistakes that you give us, we wouldn't get here.
Mhm.
And
Truth.
and yeah, this is not a typical business model, but I think it should be a model that everyone follows.
Oh yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, definitely.
True statement.
It is very
Man,
very
this
true.
has been a very interesting and productive podcast, I'd say.
Well, no, I totally agree, but I think that we have to make sure we don't miss what today is as well. Today is the
Cinco de Mayo.
well, it is Cinco de Mayo, but
Mhm.
it's also the 5th,
Correct.
right?
The day
Revenge,
after
Revenge
after
of the
the
5th.
4th.
which the 4th was like your guys.
May the 4th be with you.
Yes,
Yes.
and we didn't do anything for that. So we came up with Revenge of the 5th.
instead of
And
Revenge
I
of
love
the
it
Sith.
so much more.
Yes, and we're doing a sale. If you have not seen it already, because you've been here with us on social media, I'm sure it's up by
Mhm.
now. There's a banner. Go to our store on all kits, all speed build kits that are like the classic swappable series, the series that Josh creates and designs. All those are 20% off.
Yes.
Because they are a fifth of the cost. Get it? Ha ha.
That's pretty good.
That is. And then John, his the designs which John does, the Master Series and the Skyfax and the Limited, those are 10% off.
Yes.
And the sale's only 5 days. Today, tomorrow, and it ends on Monday. On the
Revenge of
9th.
5th.
Yes.
Right.
Just to
So-
witness this whole sale go down today is a memory I'm going to take with joy for the rest of my life.
Yes.
It was-
Yes.
All right. Are you going to tell them why it ends on the 9th?
Well, so again, you guys have to understand, I'm not a Star Wars and Star Trek guy.
But you're
all
getting
know-
there.
I'm trying to.
It's coming along.
But it's ending on the 9th because there's 9 movies.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
and if you look at the order code, the code that you need to use, it's something order 66.
Order
there.
66.
Yes,
Okay.
order
There it
6.
is.
And I don't understand all of that.
That is the order that what is it? Palpatine gave to have the clones turn on.
Yeah, something
Yes.
like that. I
So-
can't remember how long ago.
No, wait a second. Jason Ubrig,
Correct. He asked the question.
he asked the question.
And he is right.
Yes.
Is it a speedboat kit?
Is it? Yeah.
Was it designed by me?
Yes.
Is it a fifth off?
Yes.
Oh yeah. See, you guys made good things happen today.
Look at this.
Dang.
Look at this. You get the XL during the sale, 20% off. This is. I might just I got walk out of here.
Yeah,
This
you
getting-
drop the mic and go.
Just boom.
Nice.
It's been a
Well,
good
we
day.
are at 40 minutes, so that's a fair point.
We are.
But yes, look at this. Lee, this May will bring the Force to you.
This
And the
is
Force will
amazing.
be brought to you.
No.
Well done.
No, I
Well done, Eddie.
don't know.
I love it.
We
I
love you guys.
it. No,
You guys
thank-
are Chris.
and thank you,
crushing it.
Jason.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is a great day. Hey, Steve, if you're still in this, are you local or do you ever travel through Flight Fest?
Which Steve?
Steven can't be wrong.
Steve can't be
I
wrong.
don't know.
Yeah,
Look
let
at-
us know, buddy.
Put up there what Glenn just said.
Glenn Nesbitt.
Yeah, he says it's a good thing we are family because my wife might leave me after what I'm about to spend on FT planes.
Time to stock it up, right?
Oh,
there it
no.
is.
Oh no.
Oh,
no,
goodness.
no.
I'll when we get out of this, I'll check the listing too and
Yeah.
make sure all the proper accoutrements. And by the way, if the Aura board, if you are a new pilot or you're training and stuff, get that Aura board and drop it in. And we also have a pre-configured profile. If you go to the configuration wizard,
Mhm.
you just go to Scout. It'll automatically flip it upside down. It puts all the mixes. It is a absolute dream. You don't need it, but you could literally put it in the hands of a 4-year-old
Yeah.
and let them guide it around. It's that stable.
I know. We know because my
You've
my
done it.
5-year-old essentially flew it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Uh,
And your little one did great too. It's just lefts and rights. For some reason, 4-year-olds have a problem with that.
Yeah, that's true.
You just tap them on the shoulder. We should do we should do some videos, but we should do a video with like Q&A around training people because that is I see the way people go by it, and I have my own way. But I think equipping our community to be able to train and given that would be really
It'd be
important.
great.
we
'Cause
should
it's
do
fun,
that.
It's simple.
We should do that. And
Yeah.
also what we should do is another live build.
Yeah.
And then we should do a live training session, like where we set up out there,
That'd be fun.
and so people can see. And we have the cameras on, like on you, and then the
top down
stick,
from
yeah,
the-
and then
yeah, the
one
camera.
on the plane.
Here's what I promise you: training people is simple, and you
Mhm.
make it simple.
Yeah.
And especially with little kids, don't be intimidated by teaching little kids because little kids sometimes learn faster than big kids.
Right.
It's
Right.
pretty humbling. Just you got
Like
to mobilize
sponges.
them. You got to sit down, make sure you have a spot where they can sit where they don't get wet. Sit down next to them. That
Yeah.
is the number one thing in teaching a kid how to fly. Is sit down next to them.
Just make sure your crack isn't showing behind.
Yeah, wear long t-shirts.
Long t-shirts.
We have that problem.
Yes. Winning.
Winning. Man,
All right.
look at all these.
We'll do one last question here. Is there a way to reset the Aura to factory defaults? I think I screwed mine up somehow.
There is, and a matter of fact, we did a video on that.
Yes.
I noticed we have a landing page, flighttest.com/FTAura5. But not all the videos are on there. I didn't realize they weren't auto-populating. So we'll get that fixed. But if you go to Flight Test Tech, every single order video or
Aura video?
Aura video we did is there. Just type FT Aura reset on YouTube, you'll click on the one with the flight test tech, and I take you step by step how to reset it. It's called, just spoiler alert, it's called Convert Aura. Once you connect your Aura to your configuration wizard, you can, you connect with it. You go to, I think it's Aura settings, convert Aura, and then select flight test. You'll put your email in, it'll reset, and you are back and ready to go.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Well,
And hey, if you have any other questions, I know there's a bunch that are popping up
Yes.
here. So if you want to direct message Stefan, he will make sure that they get to where they need to be. And I'm not throwing it. I'm just saying, like, you're on the socials more than anybody
I mean, in
else.
terms of where these are being populated from, some of these are from YouTube, some of these are from Facebook, etc. So we'll be able to track a few of those down.
Or
and,
or if
either
you
get
really,
your answers, or if you really can't, if you don't hear from us, or you don't whatever, and you really, really, really need that answered, you can always send a support ticket.
support
support@flighttest.com.
at flight test. That's the best.
And tag that like YouTube or Facebook question or podcast question or something. Podcast question.
That'd be the best.
Something like that.
So cool.
Awesome.
I'm not going to ask you for words of wisdom.
All right.
I've decided never to do that ever again.
Is that your word of wisdom?
Because he oozes it.
No, I don't know, because he's just been mean to me lately. I'm trying to get back at him.
We'll have
That's
a
a
round
lie.
circle later. We'll work this out.
That's a
It's
lie.
going to be okay.
Okay. So no. What do you have anything for us?
I do actually. I do have a
I know you
very
do.
good word of wisdom.
What's
today.
up? Go ahead.
No, I do. Ready?
I'm ready.
One word.
One word. Jesus.
Order 66.
Order 66. I don't know if that's a word, but okay.
I like
It-
Jesus
it's
better,
a
but
phrase.
order 66 will get you 20% off of
That's
the
right.
book kits.
Boom.
Yep.
You heard it here first. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us.
All right.
We'll catch you on the next
Great,
one.
great time, guys. Love y'all.
Cheers. Love you.
All right. See ya.